Well, let's look further into this and talk about the Tamils, what they want. Dr. Sahiya Morty is joining us on the line, or joining us live now. I want to ask you first about, just to give people a sense of what the Tamils are and what they want.
Right. I think prior to British rule in Sri Lanka, the island called Sri Lanka, there were two nations. One was the Tamil homeland and the other one the Sinhalese homeland. But the British made it as one country for their administrative benefit. Then they left it in 1948, given independence to Sri Lanka, and left the rule to the majority Sinhalese in the hand.
Well, that gives some background. That gives some background for people to get a sense of why this is going on. But tell me about where you are in London, the response of the diaspora to the tactics being used by the Tamil Tigers, using air power and more suicide bombings. Are they tactics that are supported there?
I think yes. I think more than 99% of the diaspora community, Tamil community, were pleased about the attack actually. It doesn't mean that the violence is, they are supporting the violence, because all these time the air power used by the government only against the civilians. If you see the history, most of the civilian targets being bombed by the Air Force of Sri Lanka. And last year, August, there was a school bombed. More than 60 girls, the children, died there. So at that time, no one noticed about it. Even the UNICEF and some other NGOs went and they confirmed it. But the international media and the government, they didn't bother much. But now, it is the first time the Tamil Tigers use their air power. That makes the Tamil diaspora happy, because I could see some people given sweets and cakes, you know.
Okay, well, you're the director of a charity organisation there in London and a leader of the Tamil expatriate community. I have to ask you this. Where's the money coming from when it comes to the diaspora? How is that money being collected? Your own organisation was at one point accused of collecting money under the cover of being an NGO and passing it on for the purchase of arms. How is the money collected and sent?
I think that was a TRO you are mentioning about that. But now this is White Pigeon, is the main charity in the UK. We are doing charitable work in Sri Lanka for the landmine victims. It is all pure donations from the public, mostly Tamil public. They want to help their brothers and sisters. And we channel through legally through the bank transaction. So it goes to the projects, mainly for the landmine projects, victim support, and vocational training, that sort of projects.
But do you believe do you believe Tamils in London are providing financial support for the LTTE and its ongoing fighting?
I think without finance, the LTTE or any fighting machine cannot continue. So it shows, I think more than 99% of the Tamil diaspora, they are backing the freedom fight actually, because either one person from their family must have killed because of this violence, because of this war. So they are sympathy, and the LTTE is controlling a large amount of land in Sri Lanka, in the northern east of Sri Lanka, and they are doing the administrative work, police station, courts, medical school, law school. So it is a de facto government, you can call.
Yeah.
So people are supporting.
Don't have a lot more time. I just want to ask you this, though. This has been going on for years and years and years. Deals have been brokered and then violated. The fighting continues. It's one of the world's longest-running disputes. Tamils do make up, I think, 4 to 5% of the population in the area that they want. Yet they're demanding about 30% of Sri Lanka. That's not likely to be agreed to. Where's the compromise going to come in here?
I think it's through talks, negotiation talks only. That's how I feel, you know. There is no violence won't bring any peace in anywhere. So peace is important. But the parties should be open-heartedly sit and talk. That is the important.
But the Tamils aren't willing to give up their demand for such a large amount of the country for such a small percentage of the population.
No, it is not a proportion. It is the land. They were ruled by centuries and thousands years, because northern east is the Tamil homeland, and south, it's majority Sri Lanka. So it is not the amount of the land, it is their homeland. because they have got their own territory, language, religion, culture. So that's what we have to see. And Tamils are about more than 22% of that island.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the area that they're demanding. It's a much smaller percent. But I want to thank you for your time and coming on and explaining some of this to us. Satya Murthy, Doctor, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much for inviting me, sir. Thank you.
Well, the U.S. President George W. Bush is criticized